Well, it's been more than half a year, but the windows for the cabin project have finally arrived. Unfortunately, the driver cannot get his van up this rough road, so I got to take them one at a time up in the back of a pickup truck. I think the truck needs a new window too. Boy, am I glad they put those grab handles on the windows. That makes them a lot easier to move. Okay, those ought to stay put if the wind blows between the logs. This project has been put on hold once again. I thought this summer was going to be all about working on this little cabin, getting it closed in, so that when these windows arrived, that was the very last step. Put in the windows, done for the winter. Of course, things never work out the way you planned. Of course, preparing for our trip to Handworks, the hand tool show in Amana, Iowa, took up a lot of my summer. I put way more effort into that than I'd originally intended to, and it paid off. That's what allowed me to buy the new table saw for the basement workshop, and I'm going to be really glad to have that. But it did put this cabin project on hold for a little while. And what really surprised me is that for some reason I started making extra videos most of the summer. My intent was maybe to make one video a month from the blacksmith shop and one a month about what was going on up in the cabin, and I ended up pretty much doing 2 videos a week on one topic or the other, most of them from the blacksmith shop. As a result, it's been a long time since I've done a video here. Didn't really mean to ignore you folks over here. That's just the way it worked out this summer. I'm hoping as fall comes on that not only can I get back to the cabin project, but maybe I can get back to doing more videos here and a few less videos on the blacksmithing channel. Although I think a lot of the woodworking videos, cabin videos, things like that will still go over there. And I'm just going to try and balance things. This is going to be more of the vlog channel and maybe talking about some of my philosophy on YouTube video production, all that kind of stuff, which really doesn't belong over on the blacksmithing channel. So I think this channel is going to be a good place to leave that kind of stuff. After Handworks, we thought we were going to stay home for a while, but it seems like we have been on the road constantly since we got back. Today we're down in Chama. Got a nice drive over the mountains, see some really pretty fall colors, and of course deliver some weaving for Janet over here at Tierra Wools. But a few weeks ago it was down through Taos and on to Santa Fe. Of course, that trip was primarily a weaver's trip as well. We actually spent a couple of nights down there, visited an old friend Ralphie. Ralphie is an Airstream trailer at the Hotel Luna Mystica just north of Taos. And the next day it was down to Santa Fe and Spotted Owl Timber looking for materials to build a loom with. Actually, I planned to build 3 or 4 looms, but wanted to buy enough materials just for one. Lumber's not cheap, and this was their highest grade lumber. Nearly knot free, really nice looking material. It's about $700 worth of wood, and we think it'll only do one of the looms. You don't mind showing up on YouTube, do you?
Might help me get a wife.
But it was a fascinating place. They make all sorts of things for nice homes in Santa Fe. So it's all real high-end moldings and posts, corbels, all that kind of stuff. The next day then was the Taos Wolls Festival in Taos. Now don't confuse this with the Taos Wool Festival. Taos Wolls, plural with an S, is a new business that is mostly selling yarn, has some weaving classes, things like that. Joe's actually located in Arroyo Seco, but the festival that he has, a small show, was in Taos at a gallery, and he invites lots of weavers to display their wares in the gallery and people to sell things like yarn and fleece and other things that are of interest to weavers. And we like to go down and support Joe and the Taos Wolls Festival. So we'll probably be there again next year.
Thank you.
Well, I've really missed doing these vlog style videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to try and do at least one of these a month, hopefully 2 a month. But as winter comes on and we either get the cabin completed or it just gets too cold to work up here, hopefully I will have some other things to talk about right here on this channel. We'll see you for the next video. I'm pretty sure I spend more time coming back to get the camera than I do actually filming anything.